Xavier Freixas.
I was a little embarrassed by the questions that you already said. So I'll take the politician's option and say, that's not the right question. The right question is, and now I have the answer, right? I don't have really the question. So the right question is the Queen's question, right? Why did nobody notice it? And so the answer of the panel of leading economists was that, in summary, Your Majesty, the failure to foresee the timing, extent, and severity of the crisis and to head it off, while it had many causes, was principally a failure of the collective imagination of many bright people, both in this country and so, is it really a failure of the collective imagination? I'm not sure about it. I think, again, some people did predict the crisis, but I think there is too much in this explanation, too many people going for this explanation that says, well, too much confidence in the market. And I think it's Marlin view saying, well, you know, the Samuelson and this type of people thought of the market combined with the externalities. And then we have gone more for the Milton Friedman Lucas market-only view, and this has been bad. I'm not sure this is the right explanation. Too much confidence in the current system. And of course, you may think Bayesian updating as things go on, you are more and more confident in the system, and you can combine this with the type of Kahneman and Tversky anchoring ideas that as you see that things are going on the right way, then you are more and more confident, okay? It is my view that this is not the right explanation, and I'll try to make a point and say, no, the problem is not overconfidence in the market. I see that there are three reasons why, in spite of some economists putting forward the idea of a crisis developing or on the verge of exploding, I think that there are reasons why these economists were not listened to. And I would think of a political economy dimension, maybe because I was Enriqueta influenced by inviting me, the incentive dimension and the communication problem that the media, Juan Carlos also referred to. The political economy dimension, first, clearly there is a asymmetry between forecasting good weather and forecasting bad weather in our business. And so it's when someone forecasts a crisis, it's politically incorrect. I'm not saying it's not about killing the messenger. It's that simply economic growth requires confidence, so providing good news is good for the economy, everybody's happy, and provided bad news leads to recession. And that's why we are talking about this question of the Queen. The Queen did not ask how come that financial markets have grown by 70% since February, right? Which, you know, we didn't predict either. But it's quite different one way and the other, right? And so when Bernanke denied the existence of a bubble in 2005, the question is, what was the alternative, right? Could he really announce to everybody that there was a bubble in the real estate market and therefore, or have a more economist message saying, you know, we have a 20% probability of a 45% price decrease, and this would have a disastrous effect on expectations. So you can dissent, of course, but you can dissent only provided that nobody's listening. And so take another example. The Bank of Spain published in the Financial Stability Review that there is a bubble in 2006. There is a bubble, something like 20%, right? Okay, so they publish it in a technical report. The governor never announced that to the media, and everybody's in the clear, right? So they are good enough to say there is a bubble, and the bubble is 20%, so again, it's not that bad. But of course, they didn't have any impact on the regulation of the market, because they could have said, come on, if we have a bubble, all your internal risk assessment models have to go to the garbage and be replaced, and you change the parameters, and you stop lending to real estate, or at least the Spanish banks stop lending, and Cajas de Ahorro, by the way, stop lending to the. This was not the case. It was just a technical report, and again, I'm saying it's okay provided that nobody listens. Because otherwise your very announcement will precipitate the crisis, and you will be accountable for that. So the political economy dimension is there indeed.